What's up guys and welcome back to the channel yet again as we continue our coverage for Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7. This time though, we won't be talking about the final 2 episodes, we'll be going back to The Phantom Apprentice, and the heart-wrenching duel between Ahsoka and Maul on Mandalore. I previously made a video analyzing the duel between Ahsoka and Maul, talking about their various preferred fighting styles and how they balanced out one another, as well as who I believed was the ultimate victor. If you're interested in that longer form video, I will link it in the description down below. In Clone Wars, exactly who won the battle was somewhat inconclusive, with Maul managing to disarm Ahsoka, but at the end, Ahsoka capturing Maul. Luckily today, Dave Filoni actually came out and explained exactly what happened, and who actually won the duel, as well as who was the superior lightsaber duelist. When a fan questioned him on Twitter exactly the greater details, Dave Filoni went into really great detail, in fact, again explaining exactly who won and who was the superior fighter, as well as the mental toll that it took on the character, specifically of Ahsoka. So let's go ahead and get into it. This was the exact question asked to Dave Filoni for a little bit of context. There is a moment in the battle between Maul and Ahsoka when Maul is kicked out of the window, and Ahsoka gets up and is in a bit of a panic, but then recovers herself. Was she simply realizing how aggressive Maul is, or is she thinking about something deeper? Dave Filoni responded with this: when Ahsoka pauses and struggles in the break of the fight, this is really meant to portray the toll it took on her to compete against somebody like Maul. I knew Maul had to lose this fight, but I did not want to make it easy. I wanted it to take a lot out of Ahsoka to compete on his level. Maul is the stronger and superior sword fighter, but he is also so overconfident. Part of Maul's character is he always underestimates his opponent, and has failed time and again to overcome this flaw. Still though, it should be very difficult for Ahsoka, and it should require all of her focus, as well as her ability to control her fear in order to defeat Maul in the end. So these are all really great comments by Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni does come out and say that Maul is the superior lightsaber duelist, which again we see in the episode when Maul actually disarms Ahsoka. It's great that Dave Filoni knew that Ahsoka really needed to struggle with Maul, and that she's never really fought anybody on his level before. Therefore, why he mentions that Ahsoka needed to elevate herself, with Maul fighting like he would against a normal Force wielder, or a Force wielder of the caliber of like a Sidious or a Kenobi, with that same aggression, something that Ahsoka needed to use to recenter herself, and to not let fear overcome her. In the end, Maul falls to the same thing he always does, the same thing he failed when he fought a Padawan Kenobi in The Phantom Menace, his overconfidence, as well as when he fought Kenobi in Star Wars Rebels. He believed that even then, despite Kenobi defeating him time and time again, that he could defeat Kenobi. This is interesting because it's far more like his duel with Obi-Wan in The Phantom Menace. He has Obi-Wan as well as Ahsoka dead to rights, but his overconfidence is what ultimately stabs him in the back, and the reason for his defeat. And it is in Maul's character to have this defeat him yet again in Clone Wars. To answer the question definitively from Dave Filoni, Darth Maul is the more powerful combatant and lightsaber duelist. However, Ahsoka won the battle. But what are your guys' thoughts on this? Personally, I really love this explanation, and again, it goes along with Maul's deeper character. The idea of how egotistical and cocky he is, yet he's defeated nearly every time. I absolutely love it. As always, my friends, leave your thoughts on this in the comments below. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.